Hello everyone, I'm back again with Slay the Princess. So, last video was pretty unusual, but I'm back on track with my regular uploads. Without further ado, I'll see you at the cabin. Okay, we are back at the tower. Because I think I've done all the possibilities in chapter 1s, so now we're moving on to chapter 2s. Take the blade.
You take the blade from the altar.
We've seen this already. We haven't tried not taking the blade, so our quick save.
The door to the basement creaks open, making your way down the spiral staircase is a time-consuming and exhausting effort, every step requiring you to clamber over one edge before dropping to the next. But soon the end comes into view, and you tumble to the bottom, entering the vast, temple-like room beyond. The princess towers over you, almost glowing in the weak starlight, her figure framed by a stained glass window. Her long hair billows around her, and a chain binds her wrist to the far wall. The chain is nothing to her. It might as well be a toy for all the good it would do. I told you it was pointless to resist her.
The little bird has returned to me. I wonder what he wants. You brought that knife again, even though you know it's useless. Such charming audacity. Drop it.
So last time we kind of agreed to everything she said, so now we'll just not.
As if on command, the blade slips from your grasp. It clatters uselessly to the floor.
Did I misclick? No way.
But we didn't drop it. We decided to grip it tighter, remember? Are you really just going to let that happen to us? I have a duty to report facts as facts, and the fact is that you dropped the blade. Of course we dropped it. She's so much more than us. You wouldn't understand what it feels like to be in her presence. Oh, I understand what's going on, and you'd better snap yourself out of it.
Kneel.
No.
Oh, are you still trying to defy me? I said kneel.
Your legs buckle, and your knees hit the floor.
That's my good little bird. Now, why don't we talk? The last time we met, you tried to kill me. And here you are again, trying to succeed where you've already catastrophically failed. What draws you back here beyond the empty halls of death? Speak.
The last time we met, nobody should have met her before this. You should be the first. You're the only one I'd trust to deal with her.
Then you shouldn't have trusted us. There was nothing we could do to stop her then, and there's nothing we can do to stop her now.
Fair.
He's being melodramatic, but yeah, we've been here before, and she absolutely destroyed us. What are we even supposed to do to stop her? That's worrying. Whatever you do, don't tell her why you're here. It's best not to give her any ideas.
Remain silent.
Do you think holding shut your beak is enough to stop me from prying it open? Do you think your skull can save your thoughts from being seen?
Yeah?
You're less broken than I thought.
New stuff.
Perhaps you need another lesson in submitting to your betters.
Crap.
Pick up that needle.
Do it. It's what she wants. No objections here.
What? Oh, right.
I don't know what she's planning, and I don't like that we don't know what she's planning, but We might as well pick up the blade. As your eye falls on the blade, you feel a weight. Some divine hand that sits unperceived by your senses, but that manages to push you towards its desires like an unseen puppeteer.
Oh. Explore? Why? What are you going to try and make me do with it? Explore, I'm going to kill you. Explore, we're not kidding about that divine hand. Who's doing this? Is it her? Is it you? No. Pick up your blade.
You reach forward and grasp the blade.
Stand!
This one's easy. See? This isn't so bad.
It is.
Okay, yeah. We can do that. We were probably going to stand anyway.
She's gonna make me kill myself. I hate you. I hate you so much. All of you. Stop making me do things. I'm going to kneel here forever. Stand.
You can feel a creaking tension between body and will as you slowly rise to your feet, like two foes forced into an unhappy truce. The princess eyes you with soft contemplation. The moment seems to last a lifetime, the silent anticipation of what's to come dragging out the long, painful seconds. But
To define me is to claim we stand on level ground. We do not. You are quiet shadow, while I am brilliant radiance.
Where have I heard that before?
Take that knife in your hand and slit your throat.
what?
I knew it.
You don't have to listen to her. You're armed. Just steel your nerves, step forward, and end this.
No, it's gonna be end this as an end myself. No other option. Just end this.
Oh, we'll end this all right.
No way.
Your hand lifts the blade and brings it towards your throat. Okay, I apologize for the unclear language. End her.
No, okay. I have a choice. I'll quick save because it might give me a different route. But we're defiant now. Let's slay her. Pile drop.
Your body is sluggish and unresponsive, actively fighting against you, but you do your best to stagger forward. One step at a time, you move towards the princess.
I can do this.
Slitting your throat would have been a mercy, but it seems you're in need of a harsher lesson. Plunge that knife into your lungs.
I'm good.
I'm sorry.
Broken.
Don't! As you take another step forward, the blade digs into your ribs, slicing through flesh with ease. It somehow feels like an entirely natural thing to do, while the simple act of walking has become an arduous impossibility. Then it slides back out, the wound burning as a small hiss of air escapes through the fresh orifice. Blood fills your lungs.
Still have the other one.
Now, do it again. Keep doing it until I give you permission to stop.
Those are just words. You don't have to listen to her.
It's what she wants.
Shut up.
You, heroic one, what are you doing? Don't just let this happen. Stop him from killing you. I'm on it. Your other hand locks around your wrist, struggling to keep it from perforating vital organs. The blade still flails towards you, managing to slice bits of skin that plop to the floor to join the growing pile of blood and gore beneath you. Despite the pain, you manage to keep yourself in one piece, at least for now.
What a pitiful display. A wounded little bird, thinking it can defy a god.
What is a god to an unbeliever?
It doesn't have to be like this. It doesn't have to hurt so much. You can choose a gentle end. You can choose to leave that punctured vessel for the next.
Slay the princess.
Or you can pathetically struggle against yourself until the floor of this temple is painted with the bloody impressions of your futility.
You continue to approach the princess, even as the repeated gouges of your blade expose bone and muscle to the open air of the basement. You know, this would be a lot easier if you gave us a hand. My influence only goes so far, and I can only juggle so many things at once. The best I can do right now is to continue to drive you forward. Believe me, this whole ordeal would be so much easier if I didn't have to contend with free will.
You're the one making things difficult. You're the one making us hurt. She doesn't want to hurt us. She's just doing what she has to.
Stop.
What?
As you finish crossing the room, you fall to your knees at the princess's feet, your chest heaving as your blood pools in the crevices of the stone floor, the coppery taste coating your throat. The princess kneels down, lifting your chin with her finger as her face lowers to yours.
Your devotion is misplaced. You've surrendered to delusion. But something about your defiant spirit speaks to me. You are different than you were before.
I'm not taking your side.
Perhaps, if you've learned your lesson, I can spare you from the release of death.
Give me Slay the Princess right now.
There's a place at my side for you, if you'll have it. Not as an equal, but as something worthy to be kept. A priest, perhaps, or a pet.
Well, that's demeaning, isn't it? Yes, how thoughtful of her.
It's a mercy. Take it.
No.
I think he's given up whatever say he had at the start of all this. At least one of you is sane. She's within striking distance, and she's only negotiating now because she knows you have what it takes to put an end to her. Seize the moment before it's too late.
Why is there this option? Like, I can't select it. Pile drop.
No.
Yes.
Yes, though your body trembles, struggling to defend itself in the face of the princess's overwhelming will, you finally manage to break through, darting to her side before she can react. The wind of your freedom rushes through you, and you channel it into a decisive blow, stabbing into the soft flesh of her ankle and severing the tendons in an act of unyielding defiance. She falls to the floor, crashing unceremoniously to her knees.
Come on. We're Aaron Yeager, you know?
But you don't give her any time to recover. Your heart pounding with determination, you plunge your blade into her chest. As you find your target again and again, she laughs, crude emotion breaking through her once stony composure as your blade cuts her flesh. We can do this, can't we? You always could. The decision to give you this task was not made lightly. You're here for a reason.
It's not too late to pick up the pieces. It's not too late to toss that blade aside and beg for forgiveness.
No one asked for your opinion. Shut up.
Shut up.
Yeah!
I can't believe you would actually strike me. You heathen! You worm! You defiler! You don't know the consequences of your arrogance!
Before you can strike the final blow, the princess lashes out, knocking you off your feet. There's an unsettling wet pop as your spine breaks, numbness and pain spreading through your body. As you rebound towards the ceiling in a moment of disorientated lightness, she drives her fist into your chest.
Well, that was a good run.
Your body is crushed as she pulverizes you into the floor, the ground itself breaking from the impact.
Ow.
You lie there, broken, beyond pain, unable to even see what she's done to you. But the princess is succumbing to her own wounds as well. She looks down upon her body in abject horror and disgust.
You made me use my hands. I can feel myself twisting into something new, something dull, something defiled. What have you done to me?
You're monsters and conspirators. I can't bear to watch this.
The princess has been nothing but cruel to you. You should feel liberated by her fall.
But I don't feel liberated. I feel empty.
Yikes, that's toxic.
Aside from the pain, I feel fine.
Yeah. Well, I kinda needed my spine, but I can manage.
She collapses to the floor. Her glassy eyes watch, unblinking, yet somehow still full of anguish and fear, as the two of you perish together.
God killer. Whoa.
I suppose we were never gonna get a happy ending here, were we?
Fair.
Don't let those be your final thoughts. You saved the world. That's worth something.
Yeah.
I guess.
Get us their own skin.
Regardless of how you feel about it, it's finally over. Thank you. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Chapter 3. The Fury.
You're on a path in the woods. And at the end of the path... Okay, what the hell is that?
What the fuck? He really won't stop sobbing. Wow, he will not stop sobbing.
I think he's upset.
Very.
And what's he got to be upset about? He just killed a god.
Yeah. Kratos level.
Exactly. You heathens destroyed the most beautiful thing that ever was. Ever was.
You're speaking a bit like the Smitten.
You're damn right we did. And you'll get over it.
I love you, stubborn.
Can't say I have much sympathy for you. She was bad for us and you almost got us killed. You're being too generous. He did get us killed. Alright, enough chatter. Got a thing I'm supposed to do, and if you don't mind, I'd like to do it without any more interruptions. Okay, great, you're listening. You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a... If your thing is telling us about the princess, don't waste your breath. We know all about her, and it's hardly a path in the woods at this point, is it? Well, this is just great. Let me cut to the chase. Clearly, you've already been here.
Yep.
Yeah, you think?
Actually, I don't think we have been here.
Not exactly here, but in a very similar scenario.
This is all different, isn't it?
It is.
Yes, precisely. And if you'd given me 2 seconds to finish my thought, I would have said that.
So that kind of looks like a hand. That was professional.
Oh, you're actually letting me talk now. Great. If you've already been here, it means you've seen things you aren't supposed to have seen, and you know things that you aren't supposed to know. This doesn't look like a path in the woods. If reality seems distorted, it's because reality is distorted. So you knew this could happen. You knew we'd be able to restart like this. Look, if the world around you is changing, especially all the way out here, then that means you're nearing the point of no return. Whatever happens next, that's it. There won't be any more do-overs. So you'd better take things seriously.
It feels like I'm being pulled in 100 different directions. You better all listen to me when the time comes to make a choice.
So what if I'm speaking my mind? It's not like I've ever really got a say in things.
What a crock of shit. Yeah, you stabbed us last time. Repeatedly.
It didn't even work. It doesn't count.
I don't know, man. It still hurt. I didn't do that.
We died!
Yeah, we died.
If you didn't submit to her, for all we know, that wouldn't have happened.
It's the punishment you all deserved for not listening to me.
Stop talking. You're outnumbered 5. Yeah, 5-1.
Aside from our sulking friend, I don't think you have much to worry about. You're
No,
still the
of
one in
course.
charge here, and I don't think that's ever going to change. Second he tries something, I'll put a stop to it.
Thank you, Stubin. If I don't slay her, if I just stay here or do anything else, and we hit this point of no return, then what happens?
Then what happens? Have you even been listening? It's the end is what happens.
Fair.
Yeah, but is there something after the end? How am I supposed to know? The end means finality. It's not like I can just peek on over to the other side and tell you what it's like there, if there even is a there. It doesn't matter because we're going to win. Now that's exactly the sort of mindset I like to see. Don't let yourself be consumed with self-doubt. Don't flirt with oblivion. Just focus on the present and everything will be absolutely fine.
Yep. No matter what happens next, it seems like our answers are at the cabin. We might as well see this through. Oh, that's gross.
Good, we're all on the same page. It isn't long before you find yourself at the end of the path, staring up at the cabin on the hill. You'll find the princess within, as I'm sure you already know. End her. That's it? No final words of advice?
I think we know all we need to know.
I'd rather not waste any more time. I'm sure that any advice I'd give at this point is something you've already heard.
This feels different than the other paths. Like, even if it is chapter 3, it feels different than the other chapter 3s. I don't know why.
If there's still a princess at the cabin, then maybe we can salvage things. Maybe if we just grovel and apologize, things can go back to how they were before.
No.
Oh, cut it out, will you? We need to be tough right now, and you're making it so much harder than it has to be, so stop whining.
Proceed into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is a place that feels long forgotten. There was once an elegance to its construction, carved marble columns holding a high-arched roof, vaulted windows letting in the weak starlight. But that is how it was. Now there is a growth that has overtaken it. A viscous fluid seeps from cracks in the stone walls, and it congeals into chaotic streaks of writhing nerves and wet clumps of living meat. That's horrible. You did this.
No. You did this.
The only furniture of note is a pulsating pedestal, a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
You didn't mention the mirror last time either. Why?
A mirror? There is no mirror. There's the pedestal, the blade sitting on the pedestal, and the door to the basement.
It's the only time the mirror has changed, I believe. It's bigger. Look, it looks the same, it's just upscaled. But it is slightly different.
Just tell us where the door is. I'd like to get back to fighting, and if you want us to kill her so bad, I'm sure you feel the same. No more messing around. I don't know what to tell you. There isn't a mirror because I would know if there was a mirror. You're either seeing things or you're confused on the definitions of door and mirror. Or you're seeing things. That seems far more likely. What are you trying to say exactly?
He thinks we've lost it, that we're succumbing to madness, that something in us has broken.
That's an unnecessarily melodramatic way to describe a hallucination, but sure. I'm not going to waste time arguing with any of you. It's in our way. Let's just smash it.
Take the blade.
You take the blade from the pedestal. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Good. Nothing feels better than gripping cold steel.
Approach the mirror.
You step forward and approach the door to the basement, hesitating before you open it. As if you don't see it. You really don't, do you? How strange. It's a bit grimy. Why don't we wipe it clean? Wipe what clean? Are you still on about that mirror? It's not real. I'd know about it if it were real. No, we can't doubt our eyes like that. It has to be real.
Smash it. Smash it to pieces. It's the only thing keeping us from her.
Calm down.
Don't you want to know what we'll see in there? We won't be able to see anything if we smash it. Nah, I'm with him on this one. Smash it! Let's get violent already. Do whatever you want with it. The mirror isn't real, so how you handle it doesn't matter, aside from wasting dangerous amounts of time.
The amount of time I need to do this, let's go.
You bring your fist crashing down against the door leading to the basement. As if on command, it slowly slides open, scraping against the stone floor, its ancient hinges moaning as it reveals the dim path ahead. Why am I not surprised? You step forward into the darkness. The stairs leading down to the basement are at once both narrow and grandiose. A high-vaulted ceiling stretches up into a gloom beyond your sight, while walls wet with tumorous growths press in uncomfortably at your sides. You feel both unprotected and trapped, at once exposed and claustrophobic. The air is thick, its odor an oppressive violence, the metallic scent of fresh blood twisting with the nauseating embers of charred remains. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice, a bellowing rage, roars up the stairs.
Was severing the tendons of my ascension not enough for you? Was it not enough to rend my divine heart?
Round 2.
Come, see the horrors you've wrought upon my flesh, and feel my hands set upon your throat.
She's so angry with us. Why? Why did you desecrate her? Why couldn't I stop you?
You've got to stop thinking about her like that. It isn't doing anyone any good. She's not some untouchable god. She's an abomination, and we're going to put an end to her once and for all.
Whatever she is now is our fault. If she's an abomination, then what does that make us?
I got to her.
It doesn't matter what we are. She needs slaying, and we've got the means to do it, so let's get a move on. If I might interject, you didn't make her into an abomination. She's always been what she is. It's why you're here, and it's why your task is so important.
Continue down the stairs.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. The chamber's walls are painted in blood, a deep, sickening red that drips down in clotted streams onto the charred corpses that make up its floor. This place reeks of torment, of ripped skin and burning bone. The princess stands in its center, muscles flayed and bare and weeping, draped in a tattered dress of her own skin. Her heart beats from its place in her open chest.
That is such a metal design.
Do you know what I'm going to do to you?
There's not so much a moment of hesitation before she steps forward. Her chains pull taut, holding fast as she strains against them. The cuff around her wrist digs deeper into her skin. Blood drips from the place where metal meets flesh.
She's losing her hand. Or
And then, with a nauseating sound, the skin tears. It plops to the ground, and she pulls her red, glistening arm free from her bindings. She is loose, and but she is coming for you.
But we're ready.
Let her end it. It's the punishment you all deserve for what you did to her. It's the punishment I deserve for letting it happen.
Screw that. We can win. We've done it before and we'll do it again, only this time we'll make it out the other side. Hell, she's practically done most of the work for us.
Yep. You're bleeding all over. I'm going to end you. Slay the princess.
You'll try. And that's what I've been so excited for. Let's hurt each other.
Your heart free of fear, you charge towards the princess, your eyes locked on each other, both of you prepared to lay down your very essence in one blow. It's now or never. Let's make it a beautiful blaze of glory. With a horrifying squelch,
Shit.
you are unwound.
What? Ah. Ow. Really? Come on, I don't know. Intestine whip? No? I'm dead, aren't I?
I hope you weren't planning on dying. We're going to make this last forever.
I don't think I can go much more.
Huh. I feel cold. I've never felt cold before.
True word. You do not die by her hand, nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
It's going to be okay. Just trust me. We've been here before, and you always get scared.
But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. Screw the mirror. We just need to find the princess.
I think she's beyond fighting and finding.
I don't want to look at us.
Come on, it's going to be fine. I see on the other side. It's going to be okay.
Okay. If you say so. We'll trust you. Maybe there'll be a good fight there. Maybe we'll find her again. A mercy.
Approach. You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. You're gone once again. The mirror always wants to move, but you need to see what's in it. Move with it. Okay. You are at the cabin. Approach her.
I am a growing chorus of
Yeah, we know. What do you think of this vessel?
This one is desecration. She placed the weight of her agony on you, yet it is she who unwound herself. But there is passion and empathy in her misery. She will make for a burning heart.
That felt kind of underwhelming, honestly.
Do not mourn her. She has finally found peace.
I'm ready to go back.
I will be here when it is time.
An unwound vessel. Bring the fury to her. Okay, so there are two things I want to check. First, we'll finish the tower. We'll basically do the same thing that I've done before, but this time pledge at the end. after she says stop.
As if on command, the blade slips from your grasp. It
Oh, are you still trying to... Do you think...
You reach forward, and you can feel a creaking tension.
Oh, we'll end this all right.
There are a couple options. First, we'll try slaying ourselves.
No, you can't just slay yourself. You're perfectly healthy and capable, and all you have to do is ignore her and do what has to be done. The blade and the hand that wields it remain firmly locked in place until you change your mind and decide to do literally anything else.
Oh.
Look at you, quaking against my will. An ant defying a god.
I didn't know the narrator could do that.
It's pointless to resist. In the end, everything submits to oblivion. But you're not the one resisting me, are you? There's something else in there. Is that a person? No, it used to be a person. It's something different now. An echo.
Is she talking about you? That's impossible. She's not supposed to be able to interact with me.
You're a small one, aren't you?
Whoa.
A shriveling little worm stretched beyond its limits, trying to control things that it can't understand.
No. What are you talking about?
I don't care what you are. You're mine.
Oh goddamn. I can't with that scream. How did they think that was a good recording? And
You bring the blade to your neck. You slice through soft flesh, severing veins and arteries, your blood flowing freely down your body. It's a painful lesson in obedience, but the pain won't last forever. No.
we're cooked.
When I see you again, you'll free me from my chains and deliver me to the destiny that lies beyond this place.
We will. I promise.
I know you will.
What? Huh? You're not supposed to hear the voice. They're mine. How do you...
Everything goes dark, and you die.
What was that sound? Chapter 3. The Apotheosis.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path...
Is a cabin?
let me guess. At the end of that path is a cabin. Excuse me? This is the third time we've been here, and this is hardly a path in the woods. It's all big and weird.
Paranoid? Paranoid doesn't really fit here.
Another witness to her radiance. Her hour is soon upon us.
I'm here to keep him in check. I'm sick of prying fingers digging around in my
Makes
head,
sense.
and he's making it all too easy for them to get in. This is bad. Oh, is it now? I hadn't noticed. Do you need a primer, Mr. Amnesiac? No, I'm quite all right, but if all of you would take a moment to settle down, there's something important I'd like to get across to you before it's too late. Is it about the princess? We already know all about the princess. Not to be trusted, that one. No, I mean, yes, it's about the princess, but whatever you think I'm going to say, it's probably not that.
Just say it already.
You're not to be trusted either.
Fair.
Look, fine, just out with it already, yeah? But if I hear the words, "You're here to slay her," or "If you don't, it will be the end of the world," you've lost speaking privileges.
He's really tired of this.
You two are just wasting your time. It's all going to end when we open that cabin door, which means it's already all over. What's the point of dawdling when the end is already written?
Okay, that nonsense he's going on about, that's what we need to talk about. You've been here before, obviously. So you have met us. Because boy, were you in denial about that last time. No, I haven't met you, but reality is clearly falling apart at the moment, and the only reason that would happen is if you knew things you weren't supposed to know. What the hell are you talking about? He's talking about those weird marble trees and how wrong everything looks. Yes, exactly. Whatever you did before gave her far too much power. So you've got to cut it out, get to that cabin and slay her before things get any more out of hand.
Yeah, no more suicide.
We've built a new god, and she is limitless.
What is this? Fear and hunger?
Are our thoughts doing that? Make her small, make her small, make her small, make her small. Shit! What if I'm doing it wrong? What if I'm making her even stronger? Do you hear those two, with their runaway thoughts? I'm only giving you the sliver of information I'm giving you now because things are already deep in the shitter. This was my last card to play, and it looks like it's already made things worse. So hurry, cabin, now.
Run away? No time to waste, so let's head to the cabin.
But a great and horrible change is already underway. The ground quakes beneath your feet, and you feel an unyielding force pulling at you and your surroundings.
What?
The trees start to sway, then crumble, breaking apart as everything is drawn towards the cabin. Even the earth beneath you seems to shift, your feet unable to grip solid ground as you're dragged forward along with everything else.
The end of everything. The beginning of something new. The moment we open that door, she will be free.
Stop believing everything you hear. We just have to get our thoughts in order. We just have to think straight.
Right.
Any, words of warning?
Don't get killed.
You already know everything you need to know.
Proceed into the cabin.
As you step forward, the cabin explodes. Flung backwards, violently slamming into a tree as debris rains down around you. You watch in paralyzed awe and terror as the princess emerges, her body unfurling from some vast space as she stands upright to face you. The world bows to her. The ruined landscape shifts, trees and stone and the ground itself succumbing to her gravity, orbiting her like a great black hole.
Finally, the little bird has set me free. This is always how it was going to end. And this is always how it was going to begin.
There's a loud thunk from the tree behind you as something embeds in its shattered bark. Your pristine blade. It's now or never.
Well, that's convenient. Take the blade.
Yeah, screw all of this, I'm with you. A real god wouldn't need us as part of her plan.
You'll never make it to her. And even if you do, what could you possibly hope to accomplish?
Death by 1,000 cuts.
We'll do what we were always supposed to. We'll take this blade and we'll sink it into her heart.
He's starting to sound like stubborn. I like that.
Look at the way everything's being flung around her. If we just throw ourselves in her direction, I don't know. Maybe it'll work. Maybe none of this is real. Maybe we can do whatever we want to do. With a forceful tug, you yank the blade out from the tree. You close your eyes and take a deep breath, and for a moment you can feel everything around you, like you're a part of everything, and everything is a part of you. And then your eyes open, settling on your target. It's time.
Slay. Princess.
You launch yourself towards the princess. You can feel her gravity envelop you, carrying you from the ground into the violent swirl of her orbit.
Even now you defy me. Do it then. Show me what you think it takes to end what's destined to end everything?
Yeah, do it. Show her.
And this.
Why do I feel so cold?
You don't get the chance to slay her. Nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
No! Where did she go?
She's gone. Is this the end of the world? Did she end herself? And is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
Close the mirror.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final. It's calling us. And not in a good way. I don't want to look at us.
Gaze into your reflection. It's gonna be the same thing. Silence as you reach forward. You're gone once again. The mirror always makes you leave, but you need to see what's in it. We've wavered, it's the same thing. Let's just go forward. Approach her and ask for the thoughts that are
I am a growing chorus of contradictions.
But wow, she's huge. That's a human hand for scale, and it's basically as big as her teeth. Holy, massive. What do you think of this vessel?
This one is dominance, a figure capable of bending everything to her will. She will make for a terrifying and divine heart. Do not mourn her, for she would not be able to mourn you.
I'm ready to go back.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Everything goes dark, and you die. A godly vessel, bring the apotheosis to her.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Alright, everyone, that's gonna be the end for today. I really hope you enjoyed, and if you had, please leave a like. Hell, if you really enjoyed and want to see more, why not subscribe? It doesn't hurt anyone. Hell, it actually helps me. So, hey, consider. And I'll see you next time.